It was a wonderful surprise for Violette Dorange. With just 2 days to go before the finish, the young sailor got a wonderful surprise as the French Navy's Atlantique II flew over her Imoca, DeVenir. Inside the aircraft, a familiar voice comes through the VHF, Charlie Dalin, the race winner. They had a short, but powerful exchange, giving her an extra boost for the final miles.
J'en reviens pas. Dites-vous que là-dedans, dans cet avion, il y a la 23e, puis il y a la Charlie Dalin, et il y a mon Charlot.
Une déferlante liquide, c'est une déferlante de foule et médiatique qui t'attend, donc tu vas voir ça change beaucoup de la partie courte, mais
Ouais, je pense que ça va être incroyable. Merci pour ton message et donc si je comprends bien, faut gagner le Vendée Globe pour faire un petit tour dans l'avion du coup.
Ouais, il faut que tu reviennes dans 4 ans, ouais.
Ah, trop drôle, je vous vois derrière. C'est incroyable. Ça me fait tellement plaisir, c'est un truc de fou. Quand ils sont venus me voir avec l'ATL alors que je suis à 500 000 des côtes quoi. Je suis encore super loin et dans l'avion il y avait toute la marine, il y avait aussi Charlie Dalin et mon Charlot. Et du coup c'est trop stylé, je suis trop heureuse. Ils sont complètement fous de venir aussi loin.
This is your weekly Global Sailing Highlights show, The World on Water, February 14, 2025. Act 3 of Season 5 of SailGP was held last weekend in Sydney, and the big winner was British team skipper Dalin Fletcher. Fletcher, who has been tasked to replace Sir Ben Ainslie, sailed a powerful final race to bring home the cash for his first ever winning team. Northstar Canada SailGP Team finished second, and hometown favourites, Australia, came in third.
The Emirates Great Britain SailGP Team has claimed its first win of the 2025 season at the KPMG Australia Sail Grand Prix. The British crew, driven by Dalin Fletcher, clinched the win in a nail-biting final against home favourites Australia and the Northstar Canada SailGP Team, led by former Emirates GBR driver Giles Scott. Fletcher took over the driver role for the start of the 2025 season, and the team has secured podium finishes at all 3 events, second in Dubai, third in Auckland, and now the all-important win in Sydney. The result means Emirates GBR cements its place at the top of the 2025 season leaderboard heading into the US leg next month. Emirates GBR driver Dalin Fletcher said, "I'm absolutely buzzing to get the win here in Sydney. It's our first win of the season, but we've had 3 events and 3 podium finishes, so we've shown we are in a strong place going forward. We know we can't count our chickens though, we need to keep working hard and delivering, but this is a great result for the team and I'm really proud of how everyone performed. It was amazing racing on Sydney Harbour and the crowds were epic. We can't wait to get back racing in the US leg next month." Emirates GBR entered into the 3-boat event final after securing 4 top 3 finishes in the 7 fleet races across the weekend. The fiercely contested 3-boat final included lead changes throughout and saw Emirates GBR fight off tough competition from Northstar Canada and Tom Slingsby's Australia to cross the line with a 6-second lead over the Canadians in second. Emirates GBR CEO Sir Ben Ainslie, who is in Sydney for the event, said, "What an amazing race. I'm so proud of the team. It's only Dylan's third event with the team and he's done brilliantly. He's world-class and that's why we wanted to get him in this game. He's got a top team around him and it's impressive to see how quickly they have all gelled as a crew. The winner-takes-all final was packed with drama from the start, with Australia receiving a penalty for pushing Northstar Canada wide to fall off the foils in an attempt to dominate the start. Keeping clear of the drama, Emirates GBR managed to lead at the first mark, but Canada spotted a wind shift on the course and cruised into first position on the second leg. The Brits continued pushing hard to break down the Canadians' 300m lead, and after choosing to split the course at the fifth mark, Emirates GBR had the better breeze and stole the lead back. It was then an extremely close race to the finish line, but the Brits managed to keep the Canadians behind to nail the win. As well as the victory, Emirates GBR also recorded the fastest speed of the day, 93.54 km/h, and managed a 100% foiling rate in the final. Emirates GBR took on home favourites Australia and Northstar Canada in the three-boat final, Sydney, Australia. Emirates GBR strategist Hannah Mills said, "The whole team is buzzing after that. To get into 3 finals and to come away with the win in the third one is such an amazing feeling. It was a full-on race where we thought we had lost it, but then we dug in really hard to pull it back right at the end and overtake the Canadians. It's been an awesome event here in Sydney and everyone is really settling into their roles and we are learning more as a team, so we just can't wait to get back out racing at the next one." Next up, the F-50 fleet travels to the United States for an American doubleheader. The Oracle Los Angeles Sail Grand Prix takes place on March 15th to 16th, followed by the Oracle San Francisco Sail Grand Prix on March 22nd to 23rd.
This is Pip's latest update from the UK about how she is getting the team back on their feet and what the next few months look like. It's been a huge experience for Pip and she is re-energized and looking forward to what comes next. But first, organising a new rig foam medallia.
Hello. Feels a little bit strange talking to you from a hill and not a boat, but I know there's a few of you who are quite keen for an update, and so rather than my kitchen, I thought I'd share what's going on with you from the Purbex, which is on the west side of Poole Harbour. There's been a lot of activity in the last couple of weeks. Obviously there's a huge amount to organise, and we kind of put it into 3 categories. Kind of the immediate getting the team back on the water and racing, our strategy for the next 4 to 6 years, and then I guess for me personally just kind of getting myself back into race fit condition and kind of recovering from everything that was our Vendée Globe race 2024. So a little update on the boat. It's still in Australia and the plan is still to ship the boat back to Europe, and we've just been waiting for an awful lot of ducks to line up on that one, but things are happening and I'm hoping to share some news with you that later on this week. We've been working really hard on the fundraising element of that. So obviously we had our online webinar a couple of weeks ago. Thank you to everyone who joined that. We've been doing some other fundraising activities, and we're also about to launch an online shop where you'll be able to purchase the leftover Pip Hair Ocean Racing kit from this last campaign. Some of it's used, some of it's new. It's kind of various sizes, various styles, but if you're after getting your hands on some Pip Hair Ocean Racing Vendée Globe 2024 memorabilia, then we'll share the link with you on social media. Obviously, you know, a massive piece for us is finding partners who want to work with us going forwards. And again, we've split that into 2. So we're looking for partners who will work with us through 2025, which is a great kind of try before you buy opportunity. It's lower cost packages, and we've put together a consortium package where businesses can co-sponsor our 2025 campaign and share the benefits of being involved in an ocean racing team through this year. And then we are continuing ongoing conversations to find a title sponsor who wants to work with us with the view of a 4 to 6 year partnership, and really kind of extending the performance and the footprint of the Pip Hare ocean racing team. There's a lot of thinking, there's a lot of waiting, there's a lot of trying to engage with other partners, and it's a very different pace for me. I'm used to a huge amount of agency when I'm on the water. I'm used to reacting quickly and positively to change circumstances, and that's not so easy in the business world. So I need to keep kind of my energy levels high, and I do that by coming outside as often as I can, and I'm working on my fitness. Kind of from my own personal recovery, I have been quite ill. I caught a flu-y coughy thing almost as soon as I got back to Europe, and that kind of laid me out for 3 weeks. And I guess it's inevitable, you know, I was very tired, had quite an ordeal. Starting to get back on my feet again now and working on my fitness program, cardiovascular, core strength and stability, and some weight training. I'm going to build that up slowly so that when I get back to racing in May or June this year, I know I'm going to be fighting fit. We're going to share more updates with you about our funding strategy and how you might be able to help us over the next few weeks, and hopefully we'll have some good news about the shipping. But once again, thank you for following, and we'll keep you up to date.
The Annapolis to Newport race is one of the most historic and well-known of the U.S. East Coast blue water races. Linking two seaports dating from the U.S. nation's birth, Annapolis and Newport, the race provides a contrast between the country's largest estuary, the Chesapeake Bay, and the Atlantic Ocean. The 2025 Annapolis to Newport race starts on June the 6th and 7th, 2025.
Annapolis to Newport 2025 is coming up. I think we're all excited to go back and try it again. It's one thing to set a goal to place. It's a lot harder to defend your titles. We're going to sail as well as we can, and we're going to prep the boat as well as we can, and we'll see what...
And we're going to have fun doing it.
Yeah, we're going to have fun doing it.
The race is an incredible race. I mean, A to N gives you every aspect of sailing. Gives you the Chesapeake Bay, gives you getting out of the bay, sometimes in the worst of conditions at dawn, sometimes at night when it's just blowing like mad. I mean, getting out of the bay is part of that race, and it's a big segment, and everybody forgets it's 120 miles or so down the bay before you turn around and start heading up to your destination.
Probably the coolest thing about ocean racing is just how small you are and how small your boat is. You're at the dock and it feels like a big boat. When you're standing the bottom, it feels even bigger. And then you get out in the ocean, and the horizon disappears as you're going down a wave. And you just see how small you are compared to, it sounds cliche, but you really do realize how small you are compared to nature. And it's hard to get that experience anywhere in the world other than on a sailboat offshore.
The ocean is clearly gives you a really good ocean feel when you get out and have to stretch your legs, and looking at Montauk as your, kind of point to then therefore get into Newport. But what a great race.
I love revisiting the memory of these ocean races that we've done all together on Cookie Monster. And whenever I have an opportunity to talk to somebody about it and they say, gosh, I'd really love to do something like that, just do it. It's more accessible than you think.
It's awesome to get out and see all that level of participation. Guess what? The more people participate, the more people that will be battling for top line honors or position, or it's, again, promoting the sport is really important, and the Annapolis Newport race is a great way to kind of get people involved in a coastal race. It still has all the thrill of being in the ocean, because you are in the ocean at a good bit of the trip, but it's a tremendous opportunity to still be a relatively safe race. You're within distance of Coast Guard and kind of getting rescued if need be.
And then there's just some amazing parts that there's nowhere you can feel it anywhere. The dolphins swimming in the bow wave. I don't think we've ever done an offshore where we haven't had dolphins.
Yeah.
We've seen whales, sea turtles, the sunsets, even the rain squall that knocked us down for a moment. And yeah, I mean, there's experiences that you can't get anywhere else in life, except on a small boat offshore.
It's just a fun race, so I hope that we can get more participation for the Annapolis-Newport race this next year.
A glimpse on board 19-foot plywood mini yacht, Delta 100, skippered by Australian John Blenkinsop, during the 3,000-mile Globe 580 Transat from Marina Rubicon, Lanzarote, to the National Sailing Academy, Antigua. On February 24, 2025, these adventurous sailors will depart Antigua to circumnavigate the world solo in the McIntyre Mini Globe Race 2025.
Hello everybody, this is Delta 100, John from Australia. Just did my first night crossing the Atlantic, trying to get the boat settled. Wasn't much of a breeze, so I had the A3 up at the start, and that ended up in the water. Luckily there was no damage, it's just out in the cockpit just drying. That's the biggest asymmetrical sail I have on the boat. And then the main was up, full main. Then I tried to pull that down, but it was a bit of a breeze, so yeah, it was a bit of a challenging night. I'm pretty exhausted, lots of sail changes, but I'm gonna go get some grub into me and try to get some more rest today. Managed to get a few hours in, so got the hydrovan all set up and steering the boat itself, so everything's all good. Nearly should have put my jacket on. Oh, it's caught with a massive wave. Absolutely soaked. Ha. Sailing, eh? Big swells. We've got 4 meters out here. 3 to 4 meters, constant breezes, 25 to 30s. Just keep going. It was a bit of a rough night last night. Rocking and rolling. Must have easily had sort of 25 plus. That was all good. I double reefed up, put a preventer on as the boom brake wasn't sort of doing its thing. That worked fine. Slept all the way through it, probably slept for 10 hours. Everything's good.
Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky, never been so happy, never felt so high, and I think I might have found me my own kind of thing.
Lunch is nearly served. It's hard to make. I'm getting there. Note to self, do less eggs, because the eggs have gone everywhere. Hey guys, 4th day in. Everything's good. Just trying to get a bit of a routine happening, but I just eat when I want and I sleep when I want, so I haven't really got one. I haven't really jumped on the helm, the steering at all today, so the boat's been steering itself all day. Everything's good. Weather's good. A bit overcast this morning, and to try to do some celestial navigation as of tomorrow, so still got a long way to go. Ciao. Valorosa, Delta 100, thank you so much for your communications and enjoy your evening. Delta 100 standing by, channel 16.
Have a good evening.
Good morning. I was going to make some eggs, but it's getting a bit rough. So I picked up some a lunch bowl from Lanzarote. I'm going to mix that with some tuna and some mayonnaise. nuts to keep me going. Everything's good. Happy sailing. Got a little bit of breeze, so I've come up with another sail configuration. Just keep on changing my sails, but it's making a difference. I've got some ground. Can't show you what it is though, because I'm racing. Not bad. The mahi, perfect size for lunch and dinner. Been eating heaps, so I should be able to get through most of this. That's a good size. Look at that, yeah, beauty. Perfect, not too big. This is not everybody's cup of tea. Crossing the Atlantic in a 5.8 metre boat that you built yourself, but it's not too bad out here. Just went through some, I don't know, there's probably 5, 6 squalls, just one after the other. So that was a bit of fun. I was reefed down, but not reefed down enough. This boat is very overpowered in, you know, strong conditions sort of thing. You've really got to take nearly all the sails down. I would like one more reef from the sails, which makes it obviously the smallest area possible. But yeah, other than that, it's all good. Wind vane, got it all set up. I was doing a bit of hand steering. Yeah, but it's not the prettiest of all days. Definitely windier now, I reckon. I don't know, that blow would have been 50 knots. It's still pretty wild. They're just hand steering. I don't know what our boat speed is, but good boat speed, it's crazy. Good weather, no rain. The rain's all over that side, and I'm staying dry. I was sitting here in my shorts before. Woo! Look at this. Oh, this one's pretty big. Woo!
Incredibly, 2025 will mark the 17th season for the RC44s designs. For the new season, the 44 Cup will comprise 5 events, including an official World Sailing endorsed World Championship, providing a fine blend of the highest quality, owner-driver, keelboat competition in some of the world's finest sailing venues.
Oh, go, come down, come down, come down, come down. Hold angle, hold angle. Now.
Some days, the wind takes the day off, and it's just you and your boat. These are the moments to reflect, to dream, to imagine the adventures waiting beyond the horizon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Feel the wind, ride the waves, and command the power of the RC44. The 2025 season kicks off in the Caribbean. Your adventure awaits.
Guess what? We're going to the Caribbean!
But then, there are other days. Days when the sails are alive, stretched to their limits. Days when the waves crash. Every decision counts. Every move matters. It's in those moments of chaos and clarity, of stillness and motion, that the sea leaves its mark on you. What will your next memory be?